It's become quite apparent now that in this country we are dealing with a level of hypocrisy and double standards and two-tier policing that are just off the scale. You've only got to look at the way Islamists continually rabble-rouse and are protected by the so-called British police, whilst normal protesters who want to protest about Islamists rabble-rousing and threatening to behead us all, indoctrinating along with their hateful speech against Westerners, and yet anybody who dares come to oppose the Islamist rabble are opposed and labelled as far right, and basically attacked by our own police using forceful and violent methods, as I've seen in many videos and been told by many patriots who attend these demos, and seen it for myself in my own eyes. It's quite obvious now. I can't say who, but I was told by somebody within the police that they have it on good authority that they've been told to treat the Muslims with kid gloves, but to come down hard on any patriots who dare to protest at the indifferent treatment and the injustices that are meted out to us as patriots simply for expressing our freedom of speech rights. If they've got freedom of speech to spout what they want, why can't we oppose them? At the end of the day, they are the ones that were spouting the violent, hateful, nasty stuff, and we are the ones who just want to oppose what they're saying and what they're doing, because all they're doing is indoctrinating more youth and more people to take up arms and be violent towards us in our own country. It's just crazy. It needs stopping, and this is all coming down to I've watched quite a few Brian Gerrish videos now. Very intelligent, articulate man, Brian Gerrish. I like a lot what he's doing. If you check out www.ukcolumn.org, you see a lot of what he's doing, and also check out on YouTube and actually Google the man, Brian Gerrish, Common Purpose Exposed. You can find out more on www.cpexposed.com. It's really interesting stuff. He knows what he's talking about. He's a good guy, Brian Gerrish. He actually has made me aware of what is actually going on here, and we've got a Common Purpose Institute, but basically he's been infiltrated by Common Purpose trained leaders, very far left leaders who are basically enemies of the British people and the state, and trying to bring about cultural Marxist methods, and they're against everything we stand for, really. They are infiltrated again, and it's this whole agenda that's being pushed across this country with the increasing Islamisation. Anything that you see, really, that doesn't make sense and is going wrong, like pubs being closed down with this smoking ban and being turned into mosques against the will of the British people, stuff's being rushed through via the back door, we're not getting a say in local democracy, being able to oppose things. Mega mosques are sprouting up everywhere, and if you so dare as to join a march to against them, you're opposed by the left-wing rabble violently, the union-sponsored far-left Hope Not Hate rabble and UAF and stuff. Anyone that, just normal men and women, really. I mean, Britain First are getting a job done on them now, although I do, they're getting labelled and getting violently opposed, and the state are getting clamping down on them at their conferences and getting quite nasty, thuggish and fascist and violent. There comes a time eventually, guys, I have to be careful what I say, but there comes a time when eventually fire has to meet with fire. We have to get smart, though, too. We have to get smart. I do believe that people should start to, if you want to have an opposition to Islam, you need to, or you want a conference, do it under the guise of religious, you're doing it under religious reasons, in the same way that Islam pushes itself, furthers itself, and it protects itself through the religious acts, which seem to mean more to our governments and institutions than our freedom of speech laws and ensuring our freedom. We have to get smart. We have to play them at their own game, basically, but also basically, yeah, just just got to use a smart approach. But eventually there will come a time when the war will come to these shores, because that's the way it's going. They're pushing us into such a corner that you're labelled racist at every turn. I cannot believe it is 1984 now, where the thought police are everywhere. Everybody that dares oppose or just says we want common sense approach to immigration, it's about space, not race, it's about numbers coming in. They're all labelled racist. I've never heard that stupid Trotsky term thrown at so many people as it is today in 2014. It's madness. The only way, eventually we're going to have to fight fire with fire, and just keep calling them back. They are the far leftists. Just call them the far left extremists, I like to label them now, because seeing as we're all the far right for wanting sensible policies similar to what UKIP are proposing, we just have to call them what they call us. It's just a word, a name invented basically to shut down freedom of speech and stop opposition to their nasty cultural Marxist communist ideologies. Do we want to live under a communist regime? No, I don't think so. Something else I have to come on to, basically as well, Diane Abbott, she's another one, constantly trotting out and attacking UKIP, saying that we must be shut down and banned and things like that. We're trotting out hateful rhetoric, but people like that, they never go on about people like Anjem Choudhury, do they? It's always the people that want to stop and just want to be honest. Just patriotic people want Britain to be great again. We just want the best for our country. Why are we always the ones that are attacked? People like Diane Abbott never go up to people, never speak about people like the Islamists, the rabid Islamists like Anjem Choudhury, Abu Izzadeen. You know, you never. We've now got the Diane Abbott coming out saying UKIP must be stopped. Their hateful rhetoric is spewing forth and is going to cause war in our country. You've got. This is the irony that they don't understand it. You've got an organisation called Operation Black Vote now. Operation Black Vote. The irony, eh? The irony is lost on these stupid people. Operation Black Vote. You've got the Muslim Muslim Students Association. You got the Black Police Officers Association, things like that. Imagine if we came up with Operation White Vote. We're going to whitewash the country, and we're going to have let's get Operation White Vote going to outvote the blacks and stuff like that. Freaking hell! I mean, how is that not racist? How is that not racist? It's just it's a two-tier system here. And it's a nonsense. The things that Diane Abbott has come out with, she said that West Indian mothers are better than white mothers. She said that basically white people like to play divide and rule. Where black cab drivers, as in black taxi drivers in London, you know, the proper black cabs, are racist because it's hard to get picked up by, they don't want to pick black people up. I think she's come out and said, and to be fair to that Emily Thornberry, she did a tweet, didn't she, about that white van man, but she got fired. Now I can't see the same thing happening. Diane Abbott has done far worse, and she's still there. Just shows you the hypocrisy and the double standards employed in this country. If you're black, you're right, you're laughing. If you're Muslim, you're laughing. If you're white, you're English, God help you. You are finished. It's curtains. It's over for you. The only way we're going to start to take this country back, guys, is if we start wising up, playing it smart, voting the right way. But eventually, and I think it will come to it, we need to rise up and take to the streets in such numbers that they can't stop us, and showing who's the boss again. It's the only way. Play smart, not hard. Think about it, guys. Just keep thinking about what we're doing here. Let's get clever. Eventually we will win this war. We'll take this country back. This is our country. You know it. It makes sense. Think about it. Have a good one, guys. Till another day. God bless.